Buongiorno. This is another Cooking on the Block, and hello, I'm Chef Ellie Espo. Today we're going to make a soup, a caramelized onion and apple soup. Great for the Thanksgiving table, trust me on this one. It is so good, you're going to love it. But what we need to do is get our stock going and our onions caramelized, which I have right in the pan. I use the Oh-So-Sweets, you know, the real big Texas onions, or you can use a Vidalia, but I found Oh-So-Sweets in the market. Also in my pan I have shallots, I have garlic, and now we're going to add leeks. So this is all about onions. Every onion God made is in this pot. So we strain them because they're sandy, you know, you got to get the sand out real good. Now we're going to add it to here, and we're going to give it a whirl in the pan. Just coat it with your caramelization of the onions just to get it coated. You know, give it a head start before it goes in your soup pot, okay? Looking good. It smells amazing. There's nothing better than the smelling of onions cooking, I'm telling you. Okay, now we're going to add fennel. And you know what that is. It's the heart-shaped bulb, okay? The anise flavor. It's going to be great in the soup. Oh, this is all about flavor, okay? Now we're going to add that to our saute pan also. We're going to kick it up a notch. Uh-oh, I used somebody else's line. Sorry about that. Okay, I got to get my own thing going here, but it's all about the food. That's all that matters, right? Okay, then our other component are apples. This is going to make it so sweet and delicious. And of course, all this gets pureed down to a beautiful looking, silky, smooth texture. So don't worry, we'll get the blender out later and we'll give it a whirl. So I have Honeycrisp apples for a little sweetness, and I also have some Granny Smiths, okay, for the tart part, all right? So we're going to add that to our saute pan and get it coated with all the flavors, okay? And you just give it a toss. I just want to get coated with the oil and the little bit of butter that I caramelized the onions in, just to coat the apples. And I wish they'd stop jumping out of the pan, but now I'm going to add it to my stock, which I have started already. I have some nice vegetable stock with carrots and onions and celery, okay? A typical soup starter, right? Okay, now we're going to switch, get it on my big burner. Okay, now we're going to add some more vegetable stock, and we also want some cold water. Okay, and this is looking about 2 cups to me. I put 2 cups of stock, and now we're going to add some apple cider. See how everything is coming together? All right, let's give that a stir. It's looking good. We're going to, of course, season it. I have some sea salt and some cracked black pepper. All right, and now we're going to do a little nutmeg. See how it goes together, the apples and nutmeg. You know, you take other things from other dishes that you make. You know, you put nutmeg in apple pie, right? You got apples in here, a little nutmeg brings out the flavor. It's so easy. Okay, now we're going to do some thyme. You just take off the sprigs. We'll do a few more. Okay, you just take your finger and you just, like that. Voila. Okay, now we're going to let this baby cook down for about 45 minutes, maybe not even, just so that the apples get nice and mushy and everything else. I mean, the onions are really basically cooked, but we want the leeks and the fennel to cook down better. So when we come back, we'll blend it up and we'll be able to present it, and Aunt's got lunch in a little bit. Okay. Okay, our soup is all done, and it took about 45 minutes. The apples cooked down real nice and everything kind of meld together. So what I'm doing is I'm just pureeing it. Okay, and we're going to put it back into a pot because I have to freshen up the flavors. Okay, I want to correct the seasoning. See, you just Get all that goodness in there. All those caramelized onions, because that's the flavor. And it's delicious because the apples made it nice and sweet, but not overly sweet. Get every last drop in there. Okay. It smells amazing. Okay, now I just want to taste it because we don't want to oversalt it. I could stand some salt. Okay, and I have sea salt in here. And I'm going to give it a few whirls of cracked black pepper. Okay, and I also want to liven it up with some lemon zest. That's going to perk up everything. It just kind of brings out all the other flavors that are going on in here. Just a little bit. Okay, and when we come back, I'm going to present the dish and I'll show you a little garnish that we're going to put on it and what you can serve with it. Some good crusty bread and some cheddar cheese. But give me a second, another couple of minutes, and we're good to go for lunch. Look at our beautiful soup. A steaming hot bowl of soup for lunch. Can't get any better than that. And it's the flavors in here, absolutely great. You know, that lemon zest, you got to do it. It brought up the flavors. It brought up the fennel, the apples, and the onions. Even Aunt said, "Yo, Ellie, the lemon zest." Okay? So, I made a little garnish. Okay, I took all the ingredients that are in here. I took some apple. I took some leeks, some of the onions, and I sauteed it just a little bit. And we're going to throw it on the top to make it look pretty. All right? Then we're going to add some little chive, and we have a little lemon on the side. Everything that's in that soup, we can garnish on the top. So how beautiful is this? So thank you, everyone. This was another Cooking on the Block, and I'm Chef Elle Espo. Bon appetit.